help them win games, help them with practices, help them get better with, preparing for the game. You know, when you're an athlete, you have to work very, very hard, and you have a very limited amount of time because you're also probably a student, unless you're in the professional level. So, basketball and preparing and eating the right foods all play in one hand, in one goal. And my job as, behind the scenes, a player development coach would be to prepare an athlete to get better and get better at, the nutrition, strength and conditioning, life, studies, all that. That all plays in one hand. Because when you get to the next level past that, you will have to have all that down pat. It should be part of your natural, routine. So like I said, another goal of mine is to do that. And the way I feel like I reach my goals is just preparing and being competitive. When I say prepare, I mean, look up how to be the best you can be in that field. So I look at, like I said, in fitness and training, I look at a lot of people like I always mention, Jason Boyd, Cali Muscle. Those are my two favorites of all time. If you know me, I feel about Jason Boyd. He taught me a lot with the body, mind, and soul. He's the first trainer that I ever had and the last. And he taught me a lot with, preparing for a workout. You gotta meditate, you gotta, fill it out. You gotta think about, what you want to accomplish in the fitness, what's your goals. Like, he always just pushed me to think with my mind and use my mind and then incorporate that with my body. So that's one thing I take with him that I use with my clients this day. Another thing that I use is from Cali Muscle. Cali Muscle is probably the one I look up the most. The way he motivates, inspires, and he's real. And that's one thing I really take from him. I took a lot from him. That's the guy that I honestly look up and strive to take and emulate and put into my own game is him. The way he, his techniques, his forms, and what he says. I basically listen to everything he says, almost. And, I appreciate a guy like him, convicted felon, did a lot of years in jail, prison, and, and now he's, doing this stuff, a professional actor, a bodybuilder, and he's motivating and inspiring the world. So one day I hope I can do, what he's doing. Like I said, you gotta compete and be competitive and do your job. And if your job is, to be better than what you were yesterday, then that's what you gotta do each and every day and strive to be that. But when you're out there seeking and writing out your goals, you have to stick to it and stick to it the very best you can. In life, you're gonna have people that's going out there hating on you, writing bad things about you, critiquing you, telling you can't do it. But I'm here to tell you, you can do it. I remember, a while back, like I told you, I was in school, and people would say, "Oh, Ben would never finish school. Ben would never graduate. Ben would never go to college. He would just focus on basketball and sports." Well, maybe half of that was not even true. Half of it was. I don't know. But when I went to college, my first semester, I was like, all right, I'm going to get a 4.0 or close to it. And I did it. You can look up 3.77 my first semester of college. And then that made me feel really good because I knew, okay, I proved them wrong. And I had kids that had better ACT scores, better grade point averages, went to a better college, had a better, academic life because I came from the other side of Poland. Just had more preparation for college than me, but they didn't make it. They fell off. Just because you got a higher ACT and grade point average don't mean nothing, or SAT score, if you don't use it. And I'm here to tell you, to the people that was in a similar situation to me, you can do it. You can graduate college. You can get a master's degree, like I am. You can do a lot of things. You just put your mind, your body, and your soul into it, and you can accomplish your goals. I want to be, like I told you before, I want to be the best I can be. I don't want to be average. Everyone in the world is average. I want to be set, I want to be in a different, bracket, different category. I want to push to be the best I can be in this game of life. And I will. Some days I don't feel like I could do it until, I pray to the Lord and, ask for Him, how am I going to do it? And then He provides a way. I'm nowhere near my goals in life. I'm nowhere near them. But I know if I keep working hard, I keep having a compassionate heart, I keep leading by example, I keep helping people, and I continue to pray and serve the Lord above, and I can do what I want to do in life. Remember that, people, and you'll go a long way as well.